Sato ma Satgamaya Tamaso ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om, lead us thou, O God, from unreal to the real, from darkness to light, from death to immortality. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namaste.
Welcome to Yoga for Health, Happiness, and Liberation. I'm Meeta Gajjar, and this is my father, Bharat Gajjar. We're so happy you could join us today. The first thing I'd like to do is read from the Ananda Gita. This is the essence of the Gita. The Atman is immortal. Abandon desire. Do selfless service. Meditate on Him. Recognize Him. Cultivate divine virtues. Balance the mind in Davandas. Do total self-surrender. You will attain Him. O Guru Dev, O indweller of my heart, please instruct me on the Gita. Swami Shivananda replied, there is an eternal, all-pervading, immortal soul, or Atman. It abides in the chambers of the heart. It is not slain even when the body is slaughtered. If you abandon all desires, if you are satisfied in the self alone, if you are free from passion, fear, and anger, and all sorts of attachments, you will attain equipoise and enjoy the eternal bliss of the soul. Thy business is with action only, never with its fruits. So let not the fruits of action be thy motive, nor be thou to inaction attached. He who abandons all desires and who is free from yearnings, who is without egoism, mindness, he attains eternal peace. The delights that are contact-born are verily wombs of pain, for they have a beginning and an end. Not in them rejoice the wise. Sit on Padma Asana or Siddhas Asana or Sukha Asana. Keep the head, neck, and the trunk in a straight line. Close your eyes. Withdraw the senses. Fix the mind on the space between the eyebrows. Little by little attain tranquility. Make the mind dwell on the Atman. Do not think of anything. Whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you offer, whatever you give, austerity you do it as an offering unto the Lord. The Lord is the Himalayas. He is the Ganga. He is the Asvata tree. He is the mind. He is the Sanskara. He is Om. He is time. He is the gambling of the cheat also. Arjuna praises the Lord, neither source, nor middle, nor end. Unnumbered arms, the sun and the moon, thine eyes. I see thy face as sacrificial fire, blazing with splendor, illuminating the worlds. He who bears no ill will to any being is friendly and compassionate, without attachment and egoism, balanced in pleasure and pain and forgiving, is dear to the Lord. Humility, unpretentiousness, harmlessness, forgiveness, service of the teachers, purity, steadfastness, self-control, all these divine virtues pave the way for the attainment of wisdom. He who is balanced in pleasure and pain, self-reliant, to whom a lump of earth, a piece of stone, and gold are alike, who loves alike his friends and foes, firm alike in censure and in praise, he is said to have crossed over the dualities. He is a Gunatitva. This samsara is the tree with roots above and branches below. The leaves of the tree are hymns. The objects of the senses are its body. It is nourished by the qualities of gunas. Cut it by the unanswering weapon of non-attachment and attain immortality. Fearlessness, cleanliness of life, steadfastness in the yoga practice, charity, self-restraint, sacrifice, study of the scriptures, austerity, straightforwardness, etc. are the divine qualities. The food which increases vitality, energy, vigor, joy, and cheerfulness is sattvic. The food that is bitter, saline, too hot, pungent, dry, and burning is rajasic, and which is stale, corrupt, and unclean is tamasic. Merge your mind with the Lord. Become his devotee. Sacrifice everything unto him. Prostrate before him, you will surely attain him. Abandoning all duties, go unto the Lord alone for shelter. Sorrow not. He will liberate you from all sins. Wherever is Krishna, wisdom, Yogi's Lord, wherever is Partha, devotion, the archer, there exists prosperity, victory, and happiness.
That was a message. That was a message from Lord Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. And now Meeta is going to read a recently, only last week, a magazine report came out on yoga, basically meditation, what meditation offers. So Meeta, would you read that, please?
Yes, this is from News India Times from January 19th, 1996. The article is called Meditation May Cut Healthcare Cost. Washington, a stress-reducing transcendental meditation program significantly reduced medical expenses of people practicing the technique, according to the study published in this month's issue of American Journal of Health Promotion. These findings are intriguing because this is one of the first studies to show a consistent long-term reduction in medical care costs. Concluded Stephen Hills, PhD, co-author of the study and director of the Statistical Consulting Center, University of Iowa. The retrospective study, which inferred that TM could result in a 5 to 7% annual reduction in healthcare costs for up to 7 years, evaluated 677 people enrolled in a provincial insurance program in Quebec who practiced the TM technique. Researchers monitored government payments to physicians who were treating the people for 3 years before they started the TM technique, and up to 7 years after they learned the practice. Payments were adjusted for aging and other yearly variables, including inflation. The statement released by the Maharishi University of Management stated, according to the statement, there has been extensive, well-controlled research published in leading scientific journals showing that TM is highly effective in reducing physical and mental stress. Studies have shown that TM reduced high blood pressure. It pointed out, so it is not a surprise then to find that people who practice the technique see doctors less often and incur lower medical costs, the author of the study concluded.
Thank you, Meeta. That was meditation. How wonderful it is. And if you learn to practice meditation, now, Shivananda meditation is slightly different, but they all about the same. There's not that much difference. Yes, there is a difference. There is a Buddhist meditation, there's a Hindu meditation, and this Maharishi, also a Hindu meditation, with slight difference. But you have to learn that, and once you practice, you will have the benefits. Now there is a Gujarati proverb. In India there is a state of Gujarat. It says, Fayo te dayo. A person who is successful is wise. So who is wise, who is successful? If you think is very wise but you fail all the time, that's not wise person. Wise person is wise because he is successful. I'll tell you one thing. One time I used to play tennis when I was a young boy, and my father, so there was a tournament, and I started winning. And then at one point I started losing, and I lost the whole game, and the whole set, and the whole game. So my father said, what happened to you? How come you changed? I said, well, I decided to change. My father said, a winner don't change the game. Only the losers change the game. I said, oh, gee, now you're telling me. So I was winning, and I said, well, let's change the game. And as soon as I changed the game, the other guy took over, and I lost the game. Now, if you are happy, contented, sleep wonderfully, you have no tension, you don't need yoga. You don't need all the stuff. But if you are miserable, you don't sleep, you have a lot of tension, you need this. Because bottom line counts. Bottom line is, are you happy? Are you tension free? Are you sleeping well? Are you contented? If you have all these things, you're fine. You don't need all this stuff. But if you're not, you better change. Only the loser change the game. The winner don't change the game. Now, suppose you're playing a tennis. Now I used to play tennis. Now, if you are very tense, and when ball is coming, and you try to hit, you're not going to hit that ball very strongly. You know why? Because you're tense. But if you want to really hit the ball real good, you have to remain relaxed and very alert. And when a ball comes, you hit, and you will have all the energy to hit the ball, and that will be a great shot. You see? Because you are relaxed. Now, in life, you are tense. You cannot sleep well. How can you be successful? You cannot be successful. Instead of having 7 hours sleep, you will need 9 hours, 10 hours sleep because you're so tense. When you are tense, you lose a lot of energy. If you are tense and have all this tension, it's going to affect your health. No question about that. And if you say, oh, my philosophy is great, but at the end you feel like hell, what good is that philosophy? What good is that living? You say, my way of living is wonderful. How do you feel? Are you contented? Are you happy? If you're not, change. Just look at the light, a ray of light coming, and you put a piece of paper. It will not burn. But if you take all the lights and put into one place, all the energy will come into one. And put a paper will burn. Why it will burn? Because you are gathering all that energy into one spot. That's called dhyana. That's called meditation. Meditation means putting all that energy into one spot and shift. That's called meditation. Now, this is, you pray to God, it's great, you know. You're talking to God, but the meditation is listening. You're coming in. And at one point, drop the mind. And once you drop the mind, the heart opens up. The heart never opens up. You never. And let me explain how this thing goes. Meditation brings siddhi. Siddhi means power. It brings shakti. It's a mother power. No manpower. Manpower no good. It's a mother power. Powerful. because she has love. And without love, nothing happens. But meditation brings all these things. Power, siddhi. Huh? If you want to know the siddhi, the yogic power, read the book, Autobiography of a Yogi by Paramahans Yogananda, a great yogi who has written this book. Read. It's available all over, very popular book. Read that and you will find out all about yoga, meditation, and so forth. When a yogi do sadhana, spiritual practice, he or she gets tremendous power. They walk on the water. Some yogis walk on the water. You think it's not true? It's true. They can live without air. They put the yogis in the ground and close the earth, and they bring them out. They're still alive. It's true. They live without food for a long time. They meditate and close the whole thing. There is a Swami in Pennsylvania. His name is Swami Rama. He stops his heart and starts again. And he called all the doctors and watch, and it is in the encyclopedia. He stopped his heart and start again. You don't believe it? Check it out. My father one time, he had a friend, he lost a pearl necklace. We couldn't find it. Then he said, there is a yogi. So he went, said, let's go see him. So he went and said, but this yogi, he was a Swami too. So he said, Swamiji, I lost my necklace, pearl necklace. Now these yogis can see in a 1 mile radius. So he closed his eyes, meditate a minute. He said, it is right behind your drawer. Thank you, thank you. They went home. And this is, I know, because I was there. And he pulled the drawer and it was right behind the drawer. And this is not just I saw. Now, my Swami